Getting all around my room, my world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here in the What a Juice channel, and welcome back to another episode of the St. Louis Blues Relocation franchise here on Madden 25. In the last episode, we got through the entirety of the off season, and I feel like we are even better than we were last year in year number one. And in year number one, we got all the way to the AFC Championship game. So I feel like we can do even bigger things this year in year number two. We made the player tag, the franchise tag on CeeDee Lamb, one of our team captains. Unfortunately, we had to say goodbye to Chase Young. That was a very, very sad realization to have to do, but we just couldn't afford to pay him. So we brought back CeeDee Lamb, but we're going to have to pay him this year unless we want to say goodbye to another very important player after year number two. I don't know what's going to happen this year. This is going to be weeks 1 through 10 like it normally is. We'll jump into a few games here and there, but it'll be weeks 1 through 10. First half of the year in today's episode. If you're going to enjoy, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club, and let's go see how the Blues do in year number two. It is the start of the 2025 NFL season. Year number two is officially about to begin in a moment. This is the roster that we are working with. Obviously, the three team captains remain the same on the offensive side of the football. It is not Trevor Lawrence. It is CeeDee Lamb, Isaiah Pacheco, and Amon-Ra St. Brown. Those are our three team captains. But the reason I was saying Trevor Lawrence is because we've got himself up to an X factor from a superstar development player. He's only going to continue to get better, I would think, especially at only 25 years old. So we've got ourselves quite the good player at quarterback, which is what I was hoping for and why we kept him on the team when we moved the Jaguars to St. Louis. Isaiah Pacheco, hopefully he can continue to grow and become a bigger part of the team and become that captain that we're looking for. We kept CeeDee Lamb because we gave him the franchise tag, but we're going to have to pay him this year if we want to keep him around. We also drafted this man right here, LaMichael Dotson, who is a 21-year-old rookie from Oregon State, 82 overall out the jump, and this man is a freak. That's the biggest and most appreciative compliment I can give him, because this man is unbelievably good. Now, he's no Jalen Bolden from the Carson Wentz Philadelphia Eagle video that I did a couple of days ago, or maybe a week ago at this point. He's no Jalen Bolden, but LaMichael Dotson is a monster of a player, and I'm so happy to have him on the team. He might actually be the replacement that we're looking for if we unfortunately have to say goodbye to CeeDee Lamb, because obviously St. Brown would move up to the number one guy, then Dotson would be number two, Christian Watson, Brian Thomas Jr., Quentin Johnston, those guys would just move up the rungs to the next spot. But I really wouldn't, I don't want to see CeeDee Lamb go, but if we do have to let him go, I guess we have a nice little replacement for him. The offensive line's looking pretty good still. We're still looking for a number one center. We could just make that Antoine Harrison. I mean, Anton Harrison could just be the number one center. I'm not opposed to that. But I guess we'll see. Sam Laporta, Kyle Pitts still dominating at the tight end spot. And then on defense, it's very, very good. We've got Trayvon Walker. We've got Willie Anderson Jr. We've got Chris Jones and T'Vondre Sweat. We've got Roquan Smith, Dallas Turner, Kayvon Thibodeau. We've got Sanborn, who we drafted. We had a really good draft in the last episode. Our cornerback position is really, really strong. Our safety position is strong. I like this team a whole heck of a lot. And like I said in the intro, I think we could be a little bit better than we were in season one. And we got to the championship game in season one. So I think this could be even better. But we do have to choose the draft class. So we'll auto-generate it. And it looks like there's a wide receiver at the very top. Tickle me intrigued. There's also a wide receiver right here. There's a corner. I would not be opposed to drafting a corner. I can never be opposed to drafting a corner in the top of the draft. Trust me. I love drafting corners. Also, defensive ends at the top of the class. What is our scouting? The breakdown is cornerback, wide receiver, quarterback, like it usually is. I think I'm going to keep interior offensive lineman, defensive end as my scout, because those are positions that we could use to upgrade. I know the interior of the offensive line is a very weak point of this draft this year, but I'm still going to keep it as our main focus this season. Or maybe we go defensive end since it's not actually the weak one. The guard is, or the interior is. All right, so we're not going to jump into week number 1. We will simulate this game, but we got to get moving forward here so we can see how good this team actually ends up doing. We get a win in week number 1 against the Chargers, 28-14. I don't remember. Did I change the playbooks? I don't remember if I did or not. I have to make sure we check that, because I think we're rocking with the same playbooks that we were rocking previously, but let's take a look. So we've got the spread offense, which is 69%, and that is, I think, the best one that we're going to get. Actually, we got vertical power run as a higher one, but we are rocking Dallas and Pittsburgh defense. I'm going to keep the spread offense going. If we need to change it next year, then we can, but I'm going to keep it going here. 1-0 against the Denver Broncos, who are 0-1, and the Denver Broncos will fall to us. And we got a breakout for Isaiah Pacheco. The running back breakout is phenomenal. This might be the first one we jump into to kind of help Isaiah Pacheco get that upgrade. So here we go. Halfback breakout. What do we got for me? What do we got? Show me the goods. Big day from Blake Corum. Oh! The kid knows how to find the end zone. I think we should give him an opportunity again this week. What about you? 3 touchdowns is not as difficult as it sounds, because we could just get down to the 1 yard line and then sub in Blake Corum and get him 3 touchdowns. That's possible. What are the... should we just give him the goal? I'm going to give him the 3 touchdown goal. I know I could have chosen another goal, but I think the 3 touchdown goal is not as difficult as it may sound. All we have to do is get down to the end zone and then just sub him in and put him into the end zone. That's all we have to do. It's not as difficult as you may once think. So I like that a lot. CeeDee Lamb, we know he is under contract and he needs a new one. But unfortunately, we have negative $79 million. So we might be saying goodbye to a lot of these guys, which is going to really suck. We have options on a lot of our young guys, which is a really, really good thing, because I wouldn't be able to bring them back otherwise. So it looks like we might have to say goodbye. We can franchise tag one of these guys, which it might actually be, I don't know, maybe it's Jalen Ramsey. Maybe it's Pacheco, actually. I don't even know. Because I don't think the salary cap is going to free up, and I don't think if we restructure any contracts, it's going to be able to free up enough to bring back anybody. So it looks like we might be saying goodbye to a lot of good people after Season 2. And we have negative $63 million in cap room, so we can't even make any trades. If I wanted to, I'd have to package all 3 of these guys at the top of the list, and that still gets us down to $30 million. So I don't think it's going to happen here. We'd have to toss in Chris Jones probably. These are 3 of our biggest contracts, and that still only gets us down to $30 million. So I don't think it's going to happen with the trading, which is kind of unfortunate. We're just going to have to let these guys go for nothing, which really, really sucks. Okay, so we have Blake Corum as our focus running back. I mean, if we're going to lose Isaiah Pacheco, it'd be nice to have Blake Corum be a superstar development player. So we're going to jump into this game on the road, division matchup against the Colts. We're 2-0. Titans are 2-0. Colts are 2-0. A lot of teams are 2-0, actually. The AFC West is garbage, actually. All right, we're going to jump into this game, play the moments, try to get down the field to the end zone, and then sub in Blake Corum and make sure we get him 3 touchdowns. We are here in the game against the Colts, and we are taking on former Honolulu Desperado quarterback Anthony Richardson, who won us 2 Super Bowls in his time in Honolulu. And we're going to jump in here because, remember, we have a dev trait breakout on the line, so we're trying to move the football down the field, but not get into the end zone until Blake Corum is the one to do it. So we will utilize Isaiah Pacheco, because if this is going to be our final year to utilize Pacheco before we have to see him walk away, then we might as well get all we can out of him, and that is going to be a nice run for a first down to the 7-yard line. Now, I'm not saying we're going to let him walk. He could be the one that we use the franchise tag on very easily, but I don't know what I want to do exactly, because I do want to be able to clear up enough cap. So I want to probably let these guys walk, the expensive guys walk, because I want to free up enough cap space to be able to go out and spend money in free agency. So we're going to have to do that. But we are going to be subbing in Blake Corum now. He's actually the fullback on this play. And Blake Corum running over a lot of guys and getting down to the 2-yard line. All right, Blake, you got another shot at it. From the 2, Blake Corum's going to get blown away by the defensive line. Grover, Stewart, and a bunch of Colts defenders absolutely destroyed that run. So it looks like we are going to have to settle for a touchdown through the air. It's going to be Amon-Ra, and he's dropped it. Turnover on downs. That wouldn't even been a touchdown if he caught it. I thought for sure he had enough space to get into the end zone. I was wrong on that. That is my fault. Kind of sold that drive there at the end, but I'm trying to get we do score 7 points. I was trying to get my boy Blake Corum into the end zone a couple times. So it looks like we're going to have to rely on the passing game here. It is a 2-minute type of drill. And, I'm going to have to roll, and I threw a bad ball. 2nd down and 10. Not a great decision by me. Luckily, it wasn't picked off or anything. I really want to use LaMichael Dotson here. I want to utilize the rookie, see what he's got. I am going to go underneath to Laporta, though. And Laporta will have the first down. Yes, he will. 64 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions for our X-Factor quarterback, Trevor Lawrence. I think I gave him the abilities that he needs, right? I'm pretty sure I did that. That's going to be end zone style. Amon-Ra just got a hand in there, the Colts DB. Oh, it's Zaire Franklin. How did Zaire Franklin run with Amon-Ra? That was a great catch opportunity. It was a great ball. I'm at the playmaker up the field. That's a crazy ball. It's Amon-Ra St. Brown. He gets a second chance, and he brings it down to the 11. What a ball from Trevor Lawrence. Wizardry from our X-Factor quarterback. Under a minute to go in the half. We don't want to score unless it's Blake Corum. So Pacheco will get we get the ball out of the backfield. He'll get up to the 4. That's perfectly fine. But now we got to get ourselves a Blake Corum touchdown here. Unfortunately, he's playing at the fullback spot, so he can only have this one play. I could obviously just sub him in the running back spot over Pacheco, but maybe the fullback spot will give him a little bit better look, and Blake Corum down to the 1 again. Blake is trying his best to get into the end zone here. Come on, Blake. Get in there. That's 1. Blake Corum has 1 touchdown in the game. He needs 2 more to go up from star to superstar. And we will not get the ball. Colts have scored. And now we're going to get the ball late 3rd quarter. We're at the 19-yard line. This is probably going to be our final play of the quarter. We're going to snap it with Lawrence. We're going to fire it to Sam Laporta, but not try to score. We're going to go out at the 4-yard line. That's totally fine. And you know what? I'm actually going to sub in Blake Corum now as the full-time running back. So we only have 2 running backs on roster. No wonder Blake Corum's playing fullback. All right. So, we didn't get out of bounds to stop the clock, so that's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. I could have sworn we got out of bounds to stop the clock. I guess not. Blake Corum is now in at running back, and he will be in for the rest of the game at running back unless, obviously, he gets hurt or something. Hopefully that doesn't happen. But if he can just get the edge, he can have himself a touchdown number 2. Corum, it's going to get blown up. Oh, my God. The Colts do not want me to get this star breakout. They blew that up tremendously. It is 2nd goal from the 6 now. I'm going to hand it off to Corum again. It's going to be a pitch. And he will get a yard. The Indianapolis Colts defense really does not want me to score a rushing touchdown here. We're just going to do a traditional running back dive. Hand it off to Blake. And Blake will bounce off a tackler and get to the 2. I thought Blake was going to have it. I really did. I thought he had it right there. They holding up the hand. They stopped him. But they are really not playing that left side of the line. If I can change that to... Can I flip this play? Hold on. No. Oh, I can't do it in time. I'm panicking. Skywalker. Blake Corum shut down, and the Colts will get the ball back. I was panicking because the play clock was going down. I didn't know what to do. Oh, that's annoying. I wanted to flip the play so that I could get the easy run. But I'm not quick enough to that, and I don't know the buttons as quick as I should. But Blake Corum breaks a tackle there, and he gets a nice carry. He needs 2 touchdowns in 3 minutes. I just don't know if that's going to be physically possible. It's going to be pretty tough. Pacheco comes in now to replace him. We probably do need to sign a 3rd running back, if I'm being honest. But we don't have any money, so we can't really sign a running back, can we? They probably think that we're running the clock out to get out of here 14-7. I'm trying to score more touchdowns. I'm trying to score more and more touchdowns to get this breakout. And I'm not going to get it there with Pacheco. Shut down 3rd and 7. I am probably going to have to throw a pass here. It's 2-minute warning. Yeah, I don't know. Even if we score here with Blake Corum, it's going to be very difficult to get the ball back and score again before this game is just naturally over. Corum is back in. We got to go with something that's not going to score, but it's going to get a first down. So we're going to go Laporta. He's going to get to the 1 and go out of bounds. Perfectly. That's a super late hit, by the way. All right, that gets it. That's almost exactly what I wanted. Or that is exactly what I wanted. So we're going to go back to Blake Corum. He is the starting running back, so he's going to get another shot. They're loading up the right side, but we're going to go left. Corum. Handoff. He's in. Number 2 for Blake. Number 2 for Blake Corum. We are 1 away. And there is, oh my God, there is 56 seconds left. They're going to go for the onside kick. It's 21-14. They scored, so they are actually making this a little bit more of a game than, oh my God, Christian Watson. He went up and snagged that football like crazy. That was absolutely insane. And I'm jumping in here because I don't want the team to run the clock out here and waste our time. So they don't know the goals that we have, even though they probably should. We're going to snap it. We're going to fire that to Amon-Ra St. Brown. He's going to get up the field and get a crazy amount of yards out of that. And the Colts are going to save my timeouts. Thank you very much, Indianapolis. They are going to save me some timeouts because I was ready to call timeouts right there. That's a crazy catch. That's a wide open player. It's going to be not a great ball. It's LaMichael Dawson. Now, LaMichael's a rookie, so his route running is not as crisp as it needs to be. If that was Amon-Ra or CeeDee Lamb, that's a huge, probably down to the 1 type of play. But LaMichael Dotson gets the job done regardless, and it is now a 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line. We're looking pretty good. We're going to check this to Sam Laporta, and Sam's going to be out of reach? What? How is that out of reach? That was that's just a normal little toss down. I don't know how to understand how that was a bad throw from Trevor Lawrence. Whatever, 2nd down and 10. We'll just do it again. And there is Sam Laporta. There's the 2nd timeout call by the Colts. Thank you very much. You're saving me a lot of time here. And this is going to be tricky. I actually have the time now, so I can do what I wanted to do. Okay, this is what I was trying to do the first time. We're going to flip the play, run to the left side. That's what I was trying to do when the play clock was draining, but I panicked. Hand it out to Blake Corum, and that's number 3. Blake Corum will have himself a superstar development trait. Boom, that's huge. Absolutely massive for the young man out of Meat Chicken. Big play. Big play. Blake Corum's got running touchdown number 3. We will score it, and we will hopefully win this game. I mean, 2 touchdowns, 34 seconds. I would assume we're going to win this game pretty easily. You never know, though. It's never out of reach in the NFL, is it? But that's big dubs, big dubs, big dubs. And we will play the moments now and get out of this game with a big W. And there it is, 28-14. We defeat Anthony Richardson. Miss Juice gets another big victory in her career. And the most important part, Blake Corum is now a superstar dev running back. So if worst comes to worst and we have to say goodbye to Isaiah Pacheco, we now know that we have a young running back still on his rookie deal who will be a superstar. That is a very comforting thing. And this wasn't really Trevor Lawrence's game. He didn't really need to do too much. We didn't ask him to do too much. He did what he needed to do. It was all about the running backs today. Big jump in right there. Lewis Cine gets a upgrade point himself, so good for him. And we will check out the running back breakout. Show me some good news. Give me the good stuff. Way to find the end zone this week. It was impressive. It absolutely was impressive. Good job, Blake. And now he has superstar development, baby. He gets 5,500 XP because he gets the scheme fit bonus of 1,000. So a huge upgrade week for Blake Corum. I'm assuming he's going to have an upgrade point when we simulate here. Oh, we have a DB breakout now as we're 3-0 after the win against the Colts. And it is, in fact, Blake Corum who has 2 upgrade points. Blake Corum, the big dog. We're going to give him a power back upgrade because they're not going to upgrade that. And we're going to give him another power back upgrade. We want him to be pretty well-rounded because he's going to be probably our future. He's got 88 speed. His break tackle is now up to an 84. He's got great carrying, great ball carrier vision. He's a really good running back. And now with superstar development at only 24 years old, he's going to be a stud. He's going to be an absolute stud, and that's why I wanted him on the team in the first place. But now we have a DB breakout. Who's this going to be? Please be somebody useful. It's going to be... Can't tell who that is. Who is that? It is going to be Denzel Ward. Get Denzel Ward 2 pass deflections and an interception to upgrade upgrade his development tree. I'm pretty sure he's only a star player, right? Is he only a star or is he superstar? I can't remember, honestly. But that's huge. Having 2 superstar development running backs is huge. Defensively, no, he is superstar, so he has a chance to get up to X Factor as well. Okay, I don't think we're going to jump into this game. I'm just going to let it go naturally against the Titans, who are also 3-0, by the way. This would be a big W if we could get this win. I doubt that Denzel, we do get the win. That's a huge win. I don't know if Denzel is going to get the upgrade. 2 deflections and an interception is very difficult to do. Laporta gets an upgrade point. Good for him. But I'm expecting to see some sadness here, some negative news on Denzel Ward. Press conference. Big day. Oh, big day from Denzel Ward. Hold on. Very impressed. He's doing all the things right. All the right things. Denzel Ward is now an X Factor. Let's go. Denzel Ward. Him and Jalen Ramsey now both X Factors. What a day what an episode for upgrading our guys. 2 for 2 on the breakout scenarios. Blake Corum gets his, and now Denzel Ward has ascended back to where he used to be. One of the best corners in the league. X Factor alongside Jalen Ramsey. Now, obviously, he's not going to have an actual X Factor ability activated because we already have 3 on defense, which are 3 team captains, Roquan Smith, Chris Jones, and Jalen Ramsey. But Denzel Ward being an X Factor is a huge thing. He's only 28 years old, a year or 2 younger than Jalen Ramsey, and he's a great player as well. Whew. Man, we are dominating the breakout scenarios. That's what I'm talking about. And we're 4-0 after beating the Titans in a big division week. We're the number 1 seed. Bills are also undefeated. We probably have to play them. We're taking on the Vegas Raiders. The Raiders. Can we beat them? On the road, in the Death Star, and we lose our first game. Oof. Raiders beat us. I was not expecting to lose that game, honestly. I thought we'd win that game. But a lot of upgrades, including Trevor Lawrence, who gets an upgrade point. A lot of upgrades. Love to see it. And Denzel gets an upgrade point as well, obviously, because he got the big XP boost from getting the upgrade. And we have another DB breakout? Who's this going to be for? Maybe Christian Gonzalez? I love a Christian Gonzalez breakout. Reed Blankenship. He's also on the hook for a new contract. 4+ tackles and a tackle for loss. I don't know if a safety is going to get a tackle for loss, especially if I'm not going to jump in, because then we'd have to probably send some safety blitzes. I'm going to choose a new goal. 1 tackle for loss, sack, or forced fumble. 1 interception, 3 tackles and 2 deflections. None of these are really that easy for Reed Blankenship. What's he going to be able to get the easiest? Maybe just the 1 interception? Maybe that would be the easiest one for him. I'm going to go with just the 1 solo interception. That way we don't have to worry about getting him tackles for loss or deflections or anything like that. All he needs to do is get 1 single interception, and he will go from normal development to star development. And I might actually want to make him the starter for this week so that he plays. We take on the Baltimore Ravens at home. I think I might actually make him the starter. He's behind Malik Hooker right now. We're going to make Blankenship the starter so that he has a better chance of getting an interception. I think we might even jump in this one and see if we can get it. So 4-1 Blues take on the 2-3 Ravens, not having the greatest season so far for the Baltimore Ravens. It's not going to be an easy game by any means, but I think we can get it done. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for Blues football against the Baltimore Ravens. We have the ball in the red zone at the 10-yard line. Pacheco is in at the starter. Trevor Lawrence is having a great year. He's got 10 touchdowns and just 3 interceptions so far this season. And Pacheco might have the corner, and he does! Isaiah Pacheco from the 10. He scores the touchdown and gets the scoring started for the Blues. Isaiah Pacheco in a contract season. He's going to have a great year if he wants to earn a contract. Or I guess earn a franchise tag, because that's the only way we'd be able to pay him. Unfortunately, that's just the way our finances have fallen here. But that was one of the main reasons why we did a series like this and put the players that I put on here for a reason, so that we can have that type of challenge and have to pinch our pennies, so to speak. We can go with the slot fade here. The slot fade is not that good anymore. It was really good at the beginning of the year. Same thing in college football. Not really that good anymore. Trevor Lawrence might have a touchdown here. Trevor Lawrence, look at the boy. The golden locks. of Trevor Lawrence are into the end zone. And he's got a rushing touchdown. He's got the wheels. The white boy can move. He's got a little bit of movement in the loins. But now we've got a 2-minute drill from our own 9. A little bit scary. I'll hand this, or I'll not hand it. I will toss it to CeeDee Lamb, but he gets hit and drops. I think Kyle Hamilton made the contact there. Good player, Kyle Hamilton. Thought about having him on the team, but chose other ways. We'll go underneath. That is Amon-Ra St. Brown. Great run after the catch from Amon-Ra. Would you expect anything different from the Sun God? Great play. And I might go Sam Laporta here. He's usually my go-to receiver, especially with a natural pick. And Sam Laporta turns up the field, and he's got a lot of space. Sam Laporta, with 58 seconds left, gets to the 43-yard line, and the boys be boyin'. Ooh, do we go the rookie on the corner? It'd be elite if it happened. It's not going to happen. I'm going to go Pacheco here. He gets it. He falls down. I'm going to call my timeout here. I know we only have 2, but I'm going to call 1 just to get the boys ready. I was hoping Michael Dotson would be more open, but they covered the corner very well. 43 seconds. I'm going to go to CD. Bad throw. Not a well, it was a good throw. Bad decision, I guess I should say. Shouldn't have really went there. 22 seconds. Got to roll out because they got the pressure. Fire that to LaMichael Dotson, the rookie, and get out of bounds so we don't have to burn our timeout. 17 seconds. Good awareness from the rookie to roll out of bounds. We are in field goal range for our kicker, but I want a touchdown. I'm not going to get it, though. Interception. Darn it. I had to throw that ball way sooner than I really wanted to, and the Ravens will get it, and that's the 4th interception of the year for Trevor Lawrence, and it's not even his fault. It's my fault. I was trying to be super hyper-aggressive there, and I made a bad mistake. The Ravens are actually making a huge comeback here, and they have taken the lead 17-14, and our offense has gone completely cold. I don't know what's happening here. The second half, we've done nothing, and we lose the ball game. 17-14, the Ravens beat us. I don't really even know what happened there. That is absolute insanity. Our offense went completely cold. The defense ended up not being able to stop anybody, and the Ravens take a 17-14 victory over us. Crazy game. Maybe we don't lose that game if I kick the field goal at the end of the half instead of throwing the pick, but I was getting too hyper-aggressive, man. I doubt that Blankenship had the interceptions. I really doubt it, and he didn't get it. He didn't get it this time. He got 2,500 XP, but he does not get the 1 interception we needed. There's a DB breakout part 2. Is this going to be for him again? Is he going to get a second chance at it? No, it's going to be from Denzel Ward. Well, he already got X Factor. What else do we need him to do? I guess just for maybe XP purposes? I don't even know. But he's going to get a DB breakout part 2, I guess. All right. That's a tough loss, especially right after we lost to the Raiders. So that's a back-to-back loss for the Blues. I'm going to simulate this game against the Chiefs, even though I probably should jump in for this one, but hopefully we can get a win here. And it is going to be 3 straight losses for the St. Louis Blues. It's crumbling here at the beginning of the season. We started out super hot, but 3 straight losses have turned this season on its head. We've got some storylines. We've got some player meetings. We got player focus or national focus we can take a look at here. I think it's going to be defensive ends. It probably should be offensive line, interior offensive line, but it's all 3 weaknesses are interior offensive line, so I think I'm just going to go defensive end. It's safer, and it's not a weakness of the class. Maybe next year, in Season 3, the class will have a little bit better interior. But we got to hopefully beat the Arizona Cardinals here, because we're going to jump into the final game of the episode against the Seahawks. So we got to get on the win streak here. Turn it around. Okay, we end the first portion of the season right before the bye with a nice big victory against the Arizona Cardinals. That was much needed. Trenton Simpson gets a nice little upgrade point. Good to see him. But we needed to go into the bye week with a victory. That was a very, very important win, and we got it. That turns us to a 5-3 football team, still leading the division, but we have severely fallen behind a lot of teams. I mean, look at this AFC. This is crazy. The Bills, Dolphins, Jets, Bengals, Browns, Chiefs, and that's it. All have 6 wins. We have 5. So do the Colts and the Raiders and the Chargers. I mean, this is an unbelievable AFC. Really, the Patriots and the Broncos are the only teams that are out of it. Every other team has a shot still. That is absolute insanity from this AFC. And I think it was pretty tough last year, wasn't it? We've got another DB breakout. It's going to be again for Reed Blankenship. So maybe making him the starter was a good idea. We could go easy goal because he's only going from normal to star. I'm going to go easy goal. We're taking it day by day. What does that mean he has to do? He has to get 1 tackle for loss, forced fumble, or a sack to get up to star development. That is possible, not easy, but it is possible for a free safety to do that. We'd have to probably dial up a couple of safety blitzes for him to be able to do that. I don't know how reasonable the forced fumble is going to be. He's probably not going to be able to get that. We probably have to rely on the sack or the tackle for loss, I guess. One of the two. But it's the final game of the episode. Blues versus Seahawks. We got to end this episode strong and go to 6 wins. It's game time here in Seattle, and I'm going to jump in on defense. We haven't jumped in on defense at all this episode, so we might as well show the defense a little bit of love. We do lead 7-0 in this game already, and I'm going to use our Anderson Jr. off the edge. See if we can get to Geno Smith, get a little pressure here on 4th down. Geno will snap it. He will throw. He's got a lot of time in the pocket. Change the user. And it's going to be stopped. Trenton Simpson shuts it down. No go from the good guys. 3rd down and 6 for the Blues. Laporta's got a chance on this corner. I don't know if it's going to be open, but I'm going to look his way first. It is not open by any means. And that's dropped by the rookie LaMichael Dotson. Oh, tough. Tough situation to drop that. We didn't even make the field goal if we kicked it. I don't know. I think we did kick it and he just missed it. Unfortunate. But we're back on 3rd down and 4. CeeDee Lamb's running a corner route. The rest of the guys are going underneath across the middle. And I'm going to hit one of them right there. Amon-Ra St. Brown, just sit down for the 1st down. You're going to give me inches on that? That's unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. We need to dial up a safety blitz. How do I dial up safety blitzes? Zone blitz 2. Safety 2 trap, let's call that. I don't even know if that's a blitz. I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't know how to call plays. Let's call up something here. We got to get Reed Blankenship a tackle for loss or something. 1st and 10. That's going to be knocked incomplete. Roquan Smith. Punch that ball out of here. Let's go for a Will Fire blitz, maybe. Where's Reed at? Where's Reed at? Oh, he's actually running up a little bit here. I'm going to use him. I'm not going to cover that zone. I'm actually going to blitz with Reed. Oh, it's not the right idea. It's a pitch. Pitch? Dallas Turner wraps up Kenneth Walker for a loss of 1. That could have been Reed Blankenship. That could have been. But it wasn't. All right, I'm going to use a read again. I'm not going to cover my zone. I'm just going to bring him on a blitz. I know it's a bad idea, but I'm just going to bring him on a user blitz. And we're going to try to get to the quarterback. And we are going to do it! It's a forced fumble! Reed Blankenship's got star development! We did it! Reed Blankenship with the forced fumble, the strip sack. And the boys pick it up. A huge turnover. We brought the user blitz from Reed Blankenship. He forces the fumble out, and Roquan jumps on it. So not only did we get the sack, but we also got the forced fumble. So we did exactly what we needed to do. And not only did we get what we needed to do, which turn over the Seahawks and get Reed Blankenship a great star development, but we also forced the Seahawks to not score. So that's huge. We are up 21-7 in the 3rd quarter, late 3rd quarter. It is 3rd down and 2. The crowd's getting loud here in Seattle, but Pacheco's got the ball, and he's got a 1st down. You cannot stop Isaiah Pacheco. He runs like he's mad at the ground, and he gets the 1st down. 1st and 10 from the 10. This is obviously a Laporta catch, 1,000%. There it is. Laporta out of reach. Interception! You got to be kidding me. Oh, I think I stared down Laporta too much. And it's intercepted by the Seattle defense. Luckily, they can't do anything with it. That's crazy that he picks that off. Trevor Lawrence, I think he did that again in Season 1. He's got a little bit of accuracy issues on those throws. They're not always 100%, which they probably should be at the end of the day, and he did it again. Now, that's not his fault. Laporta and St. Brown ran into each other and did a pick on themselves. So, it's not really Lawrence's fault. That's going to be Amon-Ra. He turns to the field. He's a god at that. He's not only the sun god, but he's a route running god because he just had a crazy run at the catch there. 375 yards and 3 touchdowns for Lawrence. He does have the 1 pick, unfortunately. If I wasn't playing, he probably doesn't have that pick, but that's what I do. I throw picks. You guys know this. I might even high point this to LaMichael Dotson. Let's go high point. LaMichael Dotson, aggressive catch. The rookie couldn't get it in. I didn't get a good aggressive animation there. If I would have got a good aggressive animation, he might have had a chance at that. But I didn't, and we're going to hand this off to Isaiah Pacheco to hopefully end this game 28-7. Hand off to Pacheco. Get in there, Pacheco. Down at the 1. Okay. Not the end of the world. It just means we get to run a little bit more clock down. But now this could be a high point to LaMichael Dotson. I'm going to try until it works. LaMichael Dotson, aggressive catch! Dropped. I hate aggressive catches. How does he drop that? Maybe I should have went possession catch, because I think he won to the sideline, so I think it might have been a possession catch. My bad. But Pacheco scores anyway on 4th down. 28-7. We should be able to hold on for the victory here. 3rd down alert. We might even have a chance to put another one. We do. 35-7. We get the ball back again. Why couldn't we do this against Baltimore? We win 35-7, so we end the episode on a good note. We get a win. We go to 6-3 on the season. And Trevor Lawrence had a killer day. 380 and 4 touchdowns, or whatever. Did I say 4 touchdowns or 3 touchdowns? I think I said 4. I can't remember. Whatever it was, it is a huge day for Trevor Lawrence. That should hopefully be an upgrade point for him. Maybe. I don't know. Probably not. But we do get to see the good news for Reed Blankenship. Show me the good news. But I feel like he's proven that we can do a little bit more aggressive. He's shown a lot of potential. Okay, that's good signs. And there it is. Reed Blankenship now has star development, and he gets +3 awareness in the next game. Okay, that's cool. But we are 3 for 3 in the ones that we jumped into. Blake Corum, Denzel Ward. Well, actually, we're 3 for 4. We got Reed Blankenship, we got Blake Corum, and we got Denzel Ward all upgraded in this episode via the dev trait breakouts. Huge day. Absolutely huge day. St. Brown's having a killer season. CeeDee Lamb's having a killer season. The offensive line's playing pretty good. Defensively, Blankenship, I guess we have to give him the starting spot now. I mean, Malik Hooker I like, but Blankenship's got the dev trait. He's younger, and he's playing amazing. So, I mean, how could we go away from that? But a huge season and a huge first portion done for the St. Louis Blues. If only we didn't lose 3 games. Kind of annoying. But it's going to be another tight race in this AFC conference. You got great teams across each division, including our own. So it's going to be a dogfight in the next episode to end Season 2. But if we take a look at the top performers, it looks like, unfortunately, no St. Louis Blues are leading any category or even in the top 3 for any category. But if we go to just individual stats on our own team, Trevor Lawrence is having a crazy season. A couple of these interceptions are my fault, but he is throwing a couple in simulation as well. But 2,300 yards and 19 touchdowns is still very, very good so far. Pacheco's having a great year. St. Brown's having a killer season. CeeDee Lamb's having a great year as well. Dotson's even getting some good yardage. Defensively, obviously, Roquan Smith's going to lead leading tackles because that's what he does. But look at Blankenship up there with 34 tackles. That's the big dog. He's also got 2 picks as well. He's got the 1 sack because that was the strip sack that we got. All right, I'm liking the way that we're playing. And if we can just continue to win at games next episode, we should have no problem going back to the AFC Championship and hopefully even going to the Super Bowl. But that is going to do it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I truly appreciate it, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.